didn't watch Peppa Pig when you were a kid, you didn't have a childhood. But did you know that the Pink Little Pigs cartoon is one of the ones that has the most hidden mysterious characters? Daddy Sheep. This is exactly the case of a character that has never been seen, but that we are absolutely sure has already appeared in the series. Susie's dad. But what do you mean? He appeared but wasn't seen? Hold on, we'll explain. In the episode Susie Goes Away from the 5th season, Mummy Sheep says goodbye to everyone because she got a job opening in a distant place, which isn't specified. And when she and Susie are saying their goodbyes to the pig family to leave for good, her phone rings and she receives the news that his job opening doesn't exist anymore. It is obvious that Mummy Sheep gets very sad about the call. And who do you think was on the other end of the phone making the call? It was definitely Daddy Sheep, who lives in the exact same country where she was going to work, which is probably the United States. Remembering that the Peppa cartoon takes place in England, which is on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean. So he wasn't seen, but he made this cameo. However, we've never seen his face. It could be that he has a mustache, or maybe he wears blue clothes. Or who knows, maybe he is from a species of sheep that have gray wool instead of white. Daddy Sheep is a big mystery that, until now, the Peppa Pig animators haven't revealed to us, but that we are definitely very eager to see. Get ready, because another Toon is starting right now for you to enjoy with us. Lost Sister. Years ago, an official Peppa Pig wallpaper revealed something dark to the world. There is a 4th daughter in the pig family. The image shows the family members from that time, when Evie hadn't even been born yet. And because she is far away, in the window of the house, we can't identify many details, other than that she is a regular little pig. While many believe that she would be Peppa's twin who has a health problem and lives as a recluse for that reason, others like us are absolutely sure that she would actually be Peppa's older sister. Her dress would be black, and she would have thicker eyebrows than the other characters, which makes her look evil, which hasn't been confirmed yet. Besides all this, the reason why she never leaves the house is a huge mystery to this day, kept under lock and key by the cartoon's animators. And you? Why do you think she lives as a recluse? Put it right here in the comments so we can get to know you. Grampy Rabbit. Let's talk now about the character we saw grow up in the Peppa Pig cartoon. That's because, despite him being the oldest among the mortal characters, which doesn't include Madame Gazelle, as we'll explain better in a bit, he is the only elderly person who was shown when he was still a child. This happened in the episode Treasure of the Sea, where besides discovering this about his past, we also discover that Rebecca Rabbit's grandfather is named Rad. But if we know so many things about him, why is he on our list of mysterious characters? Simple. The big mystery surrounding Grampy Rabbit is, how did he manage to live for so many years? He clearly says that he threw that bottle with the message 100 years ago. If he was 3 or 4 years old, since he could write, then he would be between 103 and 104 years old today. That is definitely a lot for a rabbit, don't you think? Did you know that there is a Peppa character who has appeared hundreds of times in the more than 400 episodes of the cartoon released to this day, but we've never seen his face? Or at least that's what most of us think. We're talking about the narrator of the Peppa episodes, who we can hear, but we don't see him. His identity is a complete mystery. Exactly why he could very well be one of those background characters that appear in the random episodes of The Little Pink Pig. Or simply, he could be one of the last humans existing on the face of the earth who has the job of narrating Peppa's secret TV show that, as we'll explain in the next topic, not even the pig family themselves knows is happening. Anyway, the narrator definitely exists, and by the way he speaks, he lives in the same world as Peppa. We just don't know who he is. At least, until now. Before we continue, just a quick heads up. If you also enjoy movies, series, and cartoons, click the subscribe button right now, alright? I don't know if you already have a job, but you definitely know someone who does. Is there anyone in the whole world who can manage to have more than 2 jobs and stay alive? Yeah, in the real world, no. But in Peppa's world, there is a character who has more than 100 jobs, and it seems like she has more energy than all of us combined. Of course, we're talking about Miss Rabbit. The question is, how is this possible? And the answer is, it isn't possible. Exactly because of this, the mystery around Miss Rabbit becomes even bigger, since it doesn't explain how, somehow, she is present everywhere in a very convenient way. Besides this weird enigma, there is an episode called TV Land, in which we discover that one of those 1,000 jobs Miss Rabbit has is as a TV show producer. And in this episode, the pig family ends up visiting the film set, and they end up by accident creating a scene that is exactly the same one that served for years as the intro for Peppa's show. But if we stop to think about it, the camera was on the whole time. The only conclusion we can come to is that Miss Rabbit at that moment had the brilliant, yet evil idea to start a hidden show of Peppa's family's day-to-day life and broadcast it to the whole world, and thus make millions and millions. Was this confirmed? No, but it definitely makes total sense, don't you think? The 16th episode of the 8th season of the Peppa cartoon shows the wedding of Mr. Bull and Mrs. Cow, and it definitely was a very beautiful and lively ceremony. However, there is a curious detail that became one of the biggest mysteries of the Little Pink Pig series. At the end of the day, where is Carol Cow? She appeared in several earlier moments of the show, even though she has never been seen at Peppa's school. However, at her own mother's wedding, she wasn't seen. And months after the ceremony, in another episode of the 8th season, she reappeared next to Mrs. Cow at the mall in Peppa's town. So the questions are left hanging in the air. Where was she at the moment of the wedding? Is she really Mrs. Cow's daughter and not Mr. Bull's daughter? And more, does she live in Peppa's town? If so, why doesn't she go to the same school as the little pig? Anyway, there are many mysteries and few answers about Carol, who is a genuine mysterious character. Now let's talk about the one who, to us, is the most paranormal character in the Peppa cartoon, Madame Gazelle. Besides not having a reflection in the mirror, we know that she manages to get into freezing waters without feeling a drop of cold, just like what happens in the episode where the mommies go to the beach right in the middle of winter, completely covered in snow. All these things indicate a single thing. She really is a vampire who doesn't turn into dust when she gets hit by sunlight. But the question is, when did she actually become a vampire? Was she born like this, or was her late husband Count Gazelle Dracula and he turned her into a vampire? This is definitely the most supernatural mystery in Peppa Pig. You must have already heard of Aunt Dottie, that character who appeared in the Thanksgiving Day episode from the 8th season. The detail is that many years earlier, here in our world, but apparently only a few months ago in Peppa's world, she had sent the duo of little pig siblings a toy, as is shown in the Horsey Twinkletoes episode. In her physical appearance for the first time, it is revealed that she is Mummy Pig's younger sister, and Grandpa and Granny Pig's daughter, obviously. However, nothing about where she lives, what she does for a living, and things of that sort is revealed. Besides that, after that day, she was not seen again, indicating that she returned to the distant country where she lives and works. But what country could that be? There is a character who lives in Peppa's town who looks like he stepped straight out of a fairy tale book. We're talking about Mr. Wolf. The first time he appeared was in the episode where Daddy Pig helped build a house for him and his family. On that day, we saw that he loves to blow houses down, very similar to the big bad wolf from the Three Little Pigs story. And Daddy Pig would be the little pig who builds brick houses. After that, in the episode where the pig family goes on foot to Grandpa and Granny Pig's house, he crosses paths with Peppa and her parents going in the other direction, but ends up arriving at Granny's house, exactly like what happened with the big bad wolf in the Little Red Riding Hood story. So the doubt hangs in the air. Where did he and his family come from exactly? From fairy tale land? Could it be that he is as bad as the wolves from the stories that he likes so much? Honestly, if I were Daddy Pig, I wouldn't go out on a canoe ride with him again. It's too risky. We've reached the end of this video, but if you like having your mind blown, this is the right place. That's why we left 2 really good videos for you to click, watch, and best of all, stay with us.